Hello, Saracena Braves. This is Mrs. Quarry. We're continuing our adventure with one-step equations. And today, for the sixth graders, it's 6EE5 and 6EE7. And for the seventh graders, we're preparing you for 7EE3. And it says I can write and solve one-step equations, but today's one-step equations will be with multiplication and division. So let's a little refresher here. What is an equation? It's a mathematical sentence showing two expressions are equal. An equation always contains an equal sign. Some equations contain variables. And when we replace a variable with the value that results in a true sentence, you solve the equation. And that's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to solve these equations by figuring out what value, if we replace that variable with a certain value, would make the equation true. So how do I solve an equation? You can solve an equation by using inverse or opposite operations. And remember, those operations undo the operations. So to solve a multiplication equation, we would use division. And to solve a division equation, guess what? We would use multiplication. Okay? So let's continue. And we're going to watch a little video. So Mrs. B created a video showing her class how to do multiplying and dividing one-step equations. Let's watch.
Multiplication and division. And so if we look at this first problem, we have x over 3, which is x divided by 3, equals 6. So we're going to show the steps instead of guessing and figuring out what x is equal to. We're going to actually show the inverse operation. So here x is being divided by 3. So what we're going to do is actually multiply both sides by 3 to make it stay balanced. So we're going to put 3 over here, parentheses around both sides. We're going to multiply by 3. And then over here, this 3 divided by 3 and multiplied by 3, that's going to cancel out. So we're going to end up with x only on the left side. And then on this side, 6 times 3, which is 18. We can go back and check that by saying x is equal to 18. So 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6, which is correct. And so we know that x equals 18 as our answer. Then if we look down at the next problem, we have 5x equals 20. We know that 5x, it means multiplication. I have 5 x's actually. So we want to know what 1x is equal to. And the way that we do that, since this is multiplication, we're going to do the opposite, which is division. We're going to divide both sides by 5 and write it just like that. No division symbol, just like a fraction. And then the 5's cancel out because multiply by 5, divide by 5 are opposites. And so we have x left on the left-hand side is equal to 20 divided by 5 is 4. So if we plug that in, 5 times 4 is equal to 20. So we know that's correct.
All right. Thank you to Mrs. B for giving us that math video. So now guess what? It's your turn to try. Solve the problems in the PDF file on Google Classroom. There's a PDF file where you're going to have to solve some multiplication one-step equations, and you're going to do that by doing division. And then tomorrow we'll do the division one-step equations. So if you have any questions, post them in the private comments on Google Classroom, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. And as always, if you make sure that you give 100% and try to stay on task for this. It shouldn't take that long to finish these problems. But if you have any questions, you can always post them in Google Classroom. All right, thanks, and have a good one.